Well, welcome to Egypt, and a short coach transfer from the airport at Luxor. We find ourselves on the private mooring for our river cruise ship, the Jazz Crown Emperor. So it's already been quite a long day, so I suggest let's get on board. We didn't know until we actually got through the cabin door that we'd been upgraded to a suite. That was pretty amazing. Even more so when we realised we've got our own private balcony. Incredible. Well, that was our cabin, or should I say suite. Now let's look at the rest of the ship, starting with the lounge.
Slide feet up the street, bend your back, shift your arm, then you pull it back. Let's hard, you know.
Outside of the lounge there's a small but really well stocked gift shop, and also access to the upper sun deck.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Down below you find the buffet restaurant. It's our first full day in Egypt, cruising down the Nile, and we start with a trip to the Colossi of Memnon, circa 1350 years BCE. That makes them nearly 3,400 years old. Originally erected to guard the temple of Amenhotep III, an earthquake in 27 BCE destroyed the temple, and then over the centuries the stone that was left was taken and recycled in other local buildings. We didn't actually spend much time at the Colossi of Memnon before we jumped back on the coach and moved on to the Valley of the Kings. Much more impressive, a lot more to look at. The valley was used as a burial site for approximately 500 years, as it was safer and easier to defend against grave robbers than the pyramids, which were further north. These are basically just big "rob me" signs. Excavation is still going on, and to date around 60 tombs have been unearthed. We're travelling further along the valley now to visit the temple and tomb of Hatshepsut, very unusually a woman pharaoh. She killed her husband and took power by declaring herself a god, usurping her young son. Hatshepsut often depicted herself as a man in statues, carvings and paintings, although most of these were destroyed by her son after her death, as he wanted to wipe her from history.
Walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian.
How are you doing?
Yeah, but you haven't got a proper balcony, have you? Not like us.
Yeah, you on your MS Grand Rose. There was pretty much nothing that would stop the locals trying to sell us their wares, sell us anything really, at any opportunity. This is Edfu Temple. It's around 2,000 years old, but it wasn't discovered until 1860 under a thriving village. It had been completely buried in sand and silt from the regular flooding of the Nile. It took 180 years to build in honour of Horus, the falcon-headed god, and then it took 40 years to excavate it from all that sand. Back on board ship, we're treated to some local dancing at our Galabaya party.
Slide feet up the street, bend your back, shift your arm, then you pull it back. Let's hard to know.
Thank you.
The dam created Lake Nassau and flooded an area of 5,250 square kilometres, submerging many hundreds of historic sites. How many boats are there? Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of boats. Yeah. We're visiting two that were saved by moving them to higher ground. Starting with Philae Temple. It's on an island in the lake and accessible only by boat. You can see where the water level came to in the temple after it was flooded and before it was relocated here. After returning to our ship for lunch, we ventured out in the afternoon to sail the Nile on a traditional Egyptian felucca, a centuries-old fishing vessel.
A 10. It's a 10 from you, a 10.
These young lads spend their whole day out on the Nile, waiting for tourists to just sail by. This group paddled after us, attached themselves to our boat and then sang nursery rhymes until we gave them some cash in order to be on our way.
18p.
I'll give him 100.
80p, I think. Is it?
Back at our ship, the crew had been busy getting it ready for our night of entertainment.
Very good. Oh, Dobby, nice. Nice pony.
ارجع 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 ارجع
Abu Simbel was stunning, both visually and for the engineering that saved it from the floodwaters caused by the new dam. The whole mountain had to be moved 60 metres up the slope and carefully positioned so that it remained on the banks of the Nile. Twice a year the sun rises in exactly the right position that its rays shine through the entrance, travel deep into the tomb and illuminate the faces of 3 of the 4 gods it honoured. Last night on board we were treated to an elaborate show of local Nubian dancing.
All the old paintings on the tomb, they do the sun dance, don't you know? If they move too quick, they're falling down like a domino. On the bazaar man by the Nile, they got the money on a bet. All crocodiles, they snap their teeth on your cigarette. Falling tax to the hookah pipe, say, walk like an Egyptian. The blonde waitresses take their trays, spin around and they cross the floor. They've got the moves, you drop your drink, then they bring you more. All the school kids so sick of books, they like the punk and the metal band. When the buzzer rings, they're walking like an Egyptian. All the kids in the marketplace say, walk like an Egyptian. Slide feet up the street, bend your back, shift your arm, then you pull it back. Let's hard, you know. So strike a pose on a Cadillac if you want to find.
It was absolutely worth the early starts, as these are the mid-morning crowds that we experienced as we were leaving the temples. Well, sadly, that's all, folks. That's the end of our amazing trip, and now all that remains is to get back to the airport on time for our flight back to Gatwick.